So my name is Tom Layden. I'm in charge of marketing here at Kasten by Veeam. Kasten by Veeam is a business unit within Veeam that focuses on Kubernetes backup. We've built a Kubernetes backup or data management platform that is fully cloud native, fully Kubernetes native, and specifically designed for cloud native applications. So we use Instruct for a number of projects, but the key project that my team is using Instruct for is a full-on, hands-on Kubernetes learning platform. So it all started off with a lab that we offer to our prospects and customers to try our software in a, let's say, contained environment, something they didn't have to set up themselves. And that was working so well that we decided to build an entire learning platform, an entire learning website, learning.kasten.io, where people can go to take all sorts of hands-on classes to learn more about Kubernetes. The next one is to really just allow people to try our software, which is less of a learning and more of a marketing environment, to try our software without needing their own infrastructure. And then it's also being used by sales and support for training purposes. So different from learning.kasten.io, really for sales training, for technical training, for partner training, that sort of stuff. So twofold. One is there's a lot of Kubernetes learning out there that works with videos. There's books. People just It's not interactive. People don't get to do anything. They just either watch or read, and that's about it, right? So we wanted to offer an environment where people would be hands-on learning Kubernetes, but for that we needed to be able to quickly spin up Kubernetes clusters, Kubernetes environments, actually full-on labs. And that was really the problem that Instruct is helping us solve. So that is one part. The other part is really towards my people, making it very easy to build those labs and bring them to the customers. For me, you could say it's a marketing tool. I like to call learning.kasten.io a community. We're not actively marketing to those folks because we feel like there is a fine line between doing a community effort versus doing actually marketing to help your sales strategy, right? And what we feel is that this market is really an emerging market and it's very early on. So this is more us giving back to the community, helping out folks to learn Kubernetes, which in the end will help us with our sales strategy, but people will really benefit from it a lot. So this whole community of learning.kasten.io, we don't send them any marketing messages or any of that. It's really, they need to have an environment where they feel good and safe and really can learn Kubernetes at their pace. So marketing, yes and no. The market is evolving. We've come a long way from the software market, the tech market being owned by a few large companies like, well, back in the days, Microsoft and a couple of others, enterprise software. People have become a lot smarter. People want to keep their independence, and people want to be able to use the better technologies available. People also want to be able to learn from each other rather than just taking the marketing messages from companies, from software companies. So that is just my view on how this whole community concept started. I think open source had a lot to do with it. With the move to open source adoption, people started to have to learn from each other because open source doesn't come with the manual and all the education that enterprise software came with. They're learning from each other. And this is a movement that has never stopped. It's only been growing. And I think it's really good because it allows people and companies to use the best technologies for the problems that they're trying to solve. And it's our task as marketing folks to evolve with that market trend, and in a way we leverage the community aspect, but we also need to give back to it. So it's like, it's very dynamic. Well, quite honest, I didn't look at any other platforms. That's probably not the right answer to give, but if it's not broken, why fix it, right? It was working for the labs. Our engineering department was using it as well. So I rolled into this and I saw some technology that worked fine. And we decided to adopt it, but just adopt it at a larger scale, and it just works perfectly. Oh, we have seen massive adoption of the labs. We've seen massive growth of our ecosystem, our learning ecosystem. Actually, I got a message from one of my team members that are doing the virtual KubeCon, and she was in a panic because she said, so many people are taking the labs, should we stop the program? Because it's really a lot of people are taking the labs. I was like, no, it's a good thing, just keep it going.